I spent weeks buying, testing, and returning budget mics, lights, and cameras so you don't have to waste a dollar trying to figure this out yourself. My biggest complaint when it comes to most beginner setups is simple. People buy the gear, but they buy it in the wrong order. But here's what shocked me. You only need 3 things to build a setup that looks and sounds professional. And the whole thing costs less than $300. And I'm breaking it all the way down. Real quick, this channel helps beginner creators build their setup without wasting money. If that's you, subscribe before this video ends. I break this down every single week. So here's the mistake that every beginner make. They go straight for the camera. A brand new camera, full price, before they even bought a single light or a mic. And then they're wondering why their videos sound and look unprofessional. The truth is, your camera's the last thing that matters. Bad audio will kill a video faster than bad visuals. So today I'm actually going to give you the exact order to build this setup, what to buy, what to skip, and how to keep the whole thing under $300. So let's start with one piece of gear that actually will immediately make the biggest difference. Step 1, the microphone. This is where most beginners, they either overspend on buying a mic or they actually buy something that they saw on TikTok. Now, the biggest complaint with the budget mics is that it's simple. They pretty much pick up everything. So it could be your AC, your keyboard, even your neighbor's dog. And that's not necessarily a mic problem. That's just a polar pattern problem. So you want a mic that actually picks up what's in front of it. So for under 50 bucks, you actually can get some solid options. That'll plug straight into your laptop or your phone. The audio interface, that's not needed. There's no complicated setups. You literally just plug it in, hit record, and you're immediately sounding like you know what you're doing. Now, before I get into lighting, do not skip this part. Let me show you why the order you buy the gear can cost you $100 that you'll never get back. Because if you buy the light that I'm about to show you before you fix your audio, you're making a bad sounding video look pretty. So make sure that your audio is first. Now let's get to the light. So when it comes to lighting, here's the thing that nobody tells you. You don't need a ring light. I know that's what you've pretty much been seeing as a beginner creator when it comes to these type of setups, but ring lights actually give you that circular reflection in your eyes, and then the lights fall out fast because anything that's behind you goes dark. So what you actually need is a key light with a softbox or a diffusion panel. The light spreads evenly, it removes the harsh shadows, and it makes your face look clean on camera, even in a small room. So for roughly about 150 bucks, you can get a bicolor LED panel with an adjustable color temperature. Now what that means is that you can actually match the light to your room. It can be warm in the morning, cool in the afternoon. So when your footage, it necessarily doesn't have to look different every time you sit down and hit record. Now when it comes to budget lights, you want to make sure that you also have a solid stand, because the ones that come in the packages that you get, it comes flimsy. So just make sure you get a hard stand because it actually can fall mid-record. The last step that we're actually going to discuss is the camera. And this is where I'm going to say something that might actually surprise you. For most beginners, your phone is good enough to start. If you have a iPhone 13 or newer, or if you have a Samsung S22 or newer, you already have a 4K camera in your pocket, and that shoots better footage than cameras that I paid $500 for several years ago. So don't buy a camera just because you think you need one. Buy one when you feel as your phone is the genuine limitation. But if you feel like you are ready to upgrade and you're looking for under $1,000 when it comes to your camera, make sure you get something that shoots in 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second. It has autofocus, and if you want to be able to color grade, make sure it has that type of profile into where you can do that. Just make sure you do due diligence when I actually recommend you these camera brands. So when it comes to Canon, I'll actually recommend the Canon R50V. For Sony, I'll recommend the A6400, and for Nikon, I recommend the Z30. So overall, here's the full picture. 3 steps, 3 purchases, all in. Budget mic, under 50 bucks. Budget lights with softboxes, under $70. And if you're starting with your phone, that's practically at $0. So that's the complete recording setup for under $120. Or if you're ready for a dedicated camera, you can go with a budget between $400 to $600. So overall, you're still under $700 in total. That's it. That's literally the whole entire setup. Now, here's what I want you to do before you buy anything. Watch my individual videos on mics and lights. I tested every option in both categories, so you don't have to guess. The links for those videos are in the description, and I'll drop them down below. Now, do I think you need more to spend more in order to get started? Not necessarily. I think the creators who grow the fastest aren't the ones with the best gear. They're the ones who actually started what they had already, and they just put the reps in. So on camera gear, lighting, or mics, which one are you trying to figure out right now? Drop it down in the comments, and I'll point you exactly what you should do when it comes to your budget. And if you're still deciding on budget options, check the videos down below where I break everything all the way down.